Yes, quite a love story there. Ted is joining us now. We're going to see more sun.
Yeah, more sunshine and another fairly mild day by December standards anyway. Not warm, we're not going to call it that because for one thing, there's still that chilly breeze we're dealing with, but above freezing temperatures by this afternoon. And once again, we'll see a similar situation to one we enjoyed yesterday. Here's a look at one of our viewer photos from Northwest Rochester. It's the sunset from Northwest Rochester, just behind the Hy-Vee there on Circle Drive. Kathleen O'Connor snapped this picture as the sun was reaching the horizon and a few cirrus clouds overhead. And this morning, even fewer clouds. Looking live toward Lake City right now. This is live from our Lewiston Auto camera from Lake Pepin. And what a beautiful morning we have going on. A little shake to the camera there. Yeah, a little bit of a brisk breeze. Winds at times reaching 20 miles per hour. And that's the range we'll be facing through much of the day as well. Here's a look outside. The brightening sky looking southwestward from our studio. Right now, Northwest Rochester, 27. It's 28 in Red Wing, 34 rather. They've been as warm as 36 in Austin. 34 right now, the current temperature. La Crosse, 33. Cresco, 29. Right now, 27. The temperature in Rochester. It does feel colder. As I mentioned, those winds are still with us. It feels like 15. Air pressure is rising at 29.75 inches of mercury. High pressure working its way in, asserting itself, making for a bright and cheery day, though, as it does, still kind of a chilly breeze ahead of it. But bright and pleasant day today, certainly by December standards. A day you can't complain about. The weather nice and peaceful and quiet. Will remain quiet right to the weekend. Some ups and downs. Yeah, it does look a little colder for Friday, but overall mild for a while until it gets really cold next week. But there have been some clouds overhead, and those have kept temperatures from dropping much, at least until now. We've fallen from 30 back into the upper 20s here in Rochester, for instance. All the activity has been north and east of us overall. Jet stream kind of shifting in that direction, so we're staying fairly quiet right now with high pressure at the surface in charge of our weather. But there is another system we're watching. This one will make its way in our direction, again staying north of us, but it will draw a cold front in for the end of the work week on Friday. 28 right now, the drive temperature over the next couple of hours. Brisk winds, cold sunshine, but not colder than you would typically find the weather this time of the morning. Typically mid-teens would be the more seasonal range for the temperatures. 27 right now again in Rochester. Wausau in the heart of Wisconsin, 24. It's 31 in Marshall, 32 in Des Moines. Day planner, all day sunshine. We'll enjoy that. Those winds, they'll stay with us as well, keeping that wind chill in the 20s for the afternoon, while the temperature itself just above freezing. In fact, about a degree or two warmer than even yesterday was. Sunset 4:33. Here's Futurecast. We've had all the activity staying north of us. High pressure at the surface keeps our skies bright and cheery. High temperatures mid and upper 30s. Tomorrow, similar temperatures, though not as bright and cheery. We're looking at extra cloud cover coming in ahead of that Clipper system and its cold front. We'll have extra cloud cover, brisk southwest breeze on Thursday. Keeps those temperatures in the 30s, but behind that front, a breezy night into Friday morning, then lighter winds during the day. We'll have high pressure coming in. High temperatures on Friday, low 20s, but only a quick blast of cold air because behind that high pressure, warm air comes back in, and we'll enjoy those 30s over the weekend. Jet stream mainly more or less in a zonal pattern west to east. That keeps our temperatures close to the seasonal average, but we will see some subtle changes over the weekend. One little ripple of cold air comes in, but the weekend itself fairly mild. Here's the Arctic air. This comes in Monday into Tuesday, and that really makes for a very cold stretch of weather right into Wednesday of next week before we do see some improvement. But the middle of next week does look a lot colder, and we are seeing temperatures by that span of time well below the seasonal average. But the majority of this week above average, or at least at or above the seasonal average. Kind of a brisk breeze. A lot of sunshine, 35 in Rochester, Austin 37, 39 in Mason City, and 36 at the Pop Shed in Glenville with that brisk west breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, increasing cloud cover 22 with a diminishing breeze. 7-day forecast, mid-30s tomorrow. A cold Friday. Weekend looks good, though, and then we see that snow and possibility of some minor accumulation on Monday with that system, and then behind that, a breezy, much colder stretch of weather in the middle of the week.
Oh, loving this sun. Thank you, Ted.
You're welcome.
Good trend here. We want to